making life more affordable for Saskatchewan people. It's part of our plan for a strong economy and a bright future. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's hit the campaign trail.
Saskatchewan Party leader Scott Moe started the election campaign Tuesday morning at the campaign office of Paul Merriman in Saskatoon. In front of party supporters, he made his first promise. Moe says if re-elected, his government would reduce personal income taxes.
How will we do this, you might ask? Well, we will do this by increasing the personal exemption, increasing the spousal exemption, increasing the child exemption, and increasing the senior supplement by $500 each year for the next 4 years.
Moe also announced a pledge to increase Saskatchewan's low-income tax credit to 20% over the next 4 years. NDP leader Carla Beck held her first official campaign event in Regina at Tommy Douglas House.
To all Saskatchewan people, my name is Carla Beck, and I'm running to be your premier.
When it comes to tax promises, Beck has pledged to cut the provincial fuel tax for a short period of time and to remove the PST on children's clothes and grocery items.
We have a plan to focus on the things that people tell us are most troubling to them. Groceries, the children's clothing, gas, trying to put gas in their vehicle to get where they need to go. We've got a plan to deliver it right away.
Beck says Moe's promise on income taxes should have been made years ago. The two leaders and other parties will spend the next 27 days selling themselves to voters. University of Saskatchewan Political Studies Assistant Professor Daniel Westlake says he'll be watching the city races.
I'm looking at whether the NDP can break out of the urban areas. The NDP should do well in the suburban cores of Saskatoon and Regina. They should be competitive in suburban Saskatoon and Regina, but that's not going to be enough for them to win this election, and it's not going to be enough for them to be competitive in future elections. So the question becomes, can they win seats in Prince Albert and Moose Jaw? Are there rural seats where they're a little bit more competitive?
Westlake says the Sask party has several factors working in its favor as it looks for a fifth straight election win.
It's important to remember that Saskatchewan fundamentally is friendly territory for centre-right parties. At the end of the day, this is a relatively wealthy province if we look at GDP per capita. It's a province that is relatively rural, and that tends to be better for centre-right parties. And it's a resource-based economy, which also tends to be better for centre-right parties.
Voters will have more access to cast their ballot. Voting week begins on October 22nd. The final day to vote and polls closing happens on October 28th. Adam Hunter, CBC News, Regina.